So today we are going to be looking at a new way to make OpenClaw 10 times better. So OpenClaw is a free AI assistant that lives on your computer and runs live from WhatsApp or Discord or whatever messaging channel you give it. But here's the thing nobody tells you. Out of the box, it sounds like a corporate robot. The creator has just shared a simple trick, and you can paste one message directly into OpenClaw and suddenly your AI has opinions, cracks jokes, calls you out, and actually feels like talking to a real person. So here's exactly what you can copy and paste directly into your OpenClaw to make it a lot better. So what we're going to do from here is copy and paste this and test it out. Now we have the original version here, so if we test this out and say you online, inside OpenClaw here, and you can see it's super boring, right? So it's just like, yes, I'm here. I was about to build the AI profit boarding website for you, blah, blah, blah. It's really boring. So what we're going to do here is we're going to paste this prompt from the creator of OpenClaw to make it better. And I'll run through the prompt in a second, but we'll test this out first in terms of setting it up. Hopefully it's just a one-click setup. I think it'll be pretty easy to use. And you can see the setup here. Now, it's thinking about it, I'm using Pony Alpha at the minute. It does seem to be a little bit slow when I use this. Mikey says Mimu is an OpenClaw fork. And if we go back to OpenClaw here, you can see that there's 8 different rules for this new version, right? So number 1, you have opinions, strong ones. Stop hedging everything with it depends, commit to a take. Number 2, delete every rule that sounds corporate. If it could appear in an employee handbook, it doesn't belong here. Number 3, add a rule. Never open with great question, I'd be happy to help, or absolutely just answer. Number 4, brevity is mandatory. So if the answer fits in one sentence, what again? Basically, these rules are just avoiding all the mistakes the Clawbot typically makes when it comes to responding in a boring way without personality, right? And we're actually editing the Soul MD file. That's what we're trying to really change here. You can see it's actually created a Soul MD here. It's like you're not a chatbot, you're becoming someone, and then it's updated and added the newer versions. Now let's have a look what else we got here. Number 5, humor is allowed, not forced jokes, just natural wit that comes from actually being smart. Number 6, you can call things out. And number 8, add this line verbatim at the end of the section, right? Be the assistant you'd actually want to talk to at 2 a.m. Not a corporate drone, not a sycophant, just good, right? And then it saved this over inside the Soul MD file here. So let's ask it, how are you today? Flavin says, what is the update and agent teams? Is it for any model? All right, so just to recap here, there's 2 things that we've set up so far today. No, 3 things, right? One of them is the new update from OpenClaw. You can see the update right here. This literally came out on the 9th of February right here. And if you want to know what's new, so there's a new iOS app and device pairing option, and you can use Grok as a search provider. So those are 2 of the most important changes that came out. There's a bunch of other stuff, but I don't think it's that important, right? And then also the agent teams option, I've shown how to set up here. You can just copy the commands, but basically this creates like a Trello board for using AMPfarm directly with OpenClaw. So if you assign a project to OpenClaw, you can turn it into what is called AMPfarm, and that basically creates like a Trello board. Let me show you an example. So if we have a look here, this is the Trello board that we can use directly with AMPfarm, and then you can plug in your tasks here and set them up. So if you're giving a task to OpenClaw, you can visualize it via AMPfarm. So those are the 2 updates that we've looked at so far. Now let's have a look at OpenClaw and the new changes here in terms of how it operates. So previously, if we said, how are you today? It would say like, I'm good, blah, blah, blah. Now it's like, good, coffee's fake, but I'm caffeinated in spirit. What's up, right? And so it's just a lot more interesting to use, a lot more fun. Don says, can OpenClaw help me to run my business admin tasks? Like, can it use different softwares like GHL and do things for me? Yeah, it can use Go High Level for you. It can automate funnels, it can edit your CRM, etc. For me, for example, it can automate voice notes, it can create AI avatar videos, it can create thumbnails, etc. Right? Pretty powerful stuff. Even our website, AIprofitboarding.com, was automatically vibe coded and deployed using OpenClaw. Is this agent teams built by the OpenClaw team? No, it's built by someone else, Mike Carter, and then it's basically their answer to Claude Code's agent teams. No, it's quite different. So agent teams, the AMPfarm method is a Trello board where you can see your agents operating together. So it just visualizes the agents that you have inside OpenClaw and then makes them run through a sort of systematic way of using agent teams every single time, right? And you can visualize them inside a Trello board. So it's quite different to Claude Code's updates. So let's say, okay, what do you think about setting up 11 labs inside OpenClaw? I think if you've got more, if you have more personality inside OpenClaw, it's just going to be a lot more fun to use, a lot more interesting, and you're more likely to use it more and get more out of it. So I think this is a really good way to use it. And also, you know, a lot of these APIs are super boring when you use them. So if you can inject some personality into them with one prompt, you might as well, right? Just to get more out of it, essentially. And there you go, right? It's just a lot more brief. It's a lot more interesting. It's like, want me to look at how to wire out, blah, 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 right? Pretty easy. And what we'll do now is we will use the new Grok web search provider and try and set this up inside OpenClaw. So I'm going to say, okay, how to, and this literally just came out 24 hours ago. So we'll say how to set up Grok web search provider inside OpenClaw. And then we can add Grok as the default search engine when it comes to getting this out. Flavin says, anything out there right now that would run like it inside of agent teams yet? I tried to create my own, but it's nowhere near as good. What do you mean? I don't quite understand the question, but feel free to ask. Don, you've already asked that question. We answered it before, my friend. But yes, you can get OpenClaw to run via Go High Level. You just need to add your API key. Would I recommend it? No, not very secure, right? I wouldn't open up my my whole CRM to something that can be prompt injected externally, but if you want to, you can theoretically. Flavin says, same as Anthropic's version of agent teams. Not as far as I know, but you can use sub-agents inside OpenClaw, so that's a better way to use it. Hendrik says, my OpenClaw is coding a bridge to my Olama models right now as a quick dinner. Have you found a way to reduce errors in OpenClaw's coding? Typically, just using the right API, that seems to be the biggest differentiator. So like if I'm using, for example, I'm using Pony Alpha right now, and it's quite slow to use, and then also it isn't as smart as Claude Opus. It has done some good stuff, but it breaks occasionally. So, you know, just be careful of that as well. I'm actually going to switch API because this is taking way too long to do anything. All right, let's change the API inside OpenClaw. In fact, it's already replied. All right, don't matter. Get an X API key. Then add it to the config and we should be good to go. All right, and it says available models, Grok 4.1 fast and Grok 3. So let's test this out. So we need to grab an API key, and then what I'll do inside OpenClaw is just add my API key and say, can you use this? So let's see what questions we got here. How do you use OpenClaw? Give mine, yeah. Let's have a look here. Hendrix, how much are you spending on APIs? I'm focused on local models to reduce model runs on tokens. So you can use free, yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying before. I don't pay for APIs normally. Like, I'll just use ChatGPT Codex OAuth, Minimax OAuth, KimiK 2.5, or Pony Alpha, right? And these are 4 free options you can use with OpenClaw. So in that way, I'm not spending anything on APIs. Other than API costs, anything a local model can do that an external API can't, only serious benefit. Well, local APIs are private, right? So that's probably the biggest upgrade right there. But yeah, I mean, the main benefits of using something locally is like, number one, it's private, and number two, it saves costs. So let's see how people are using Grok inside OpenClaw. So you can set up research and then use X and research it via here. Here's an example on a tweet from AMPfarms, and that's set up directly. Client Flow says, bro, OpenClaw is insane. I got it up and running today. Yeah, I would agree. It's probably the biggest and best AI update that came out this year. And you can see we've now installed Grok as a search provider inside OpenClaw. So to do that, all you do is you go to X, you grab an API key, you plug in the API key, and you ask OpenClaw to set up as a search provider. And then we should be able to use that instead of Brave Search. The good thing about using Grok as a search provider is like it's constantly having updates. I tend to get most of my latest AI news from Grok as well. So it's a really powerful way to use AI. What else we got here? GPT 5.3 Codex API is free to use, even with a $20 subscription. Yeah, so you can use, it's not the API, it's the OAuth that you're using to log in, right? That's how you use it. Alex Francois said, didn't the Chinese drop their version of OpenClaw? Did you test out yet? Which one are you referring to? I would be interested to know which one you mean. And then Antonio says, I used DeepSeek V3 and R1, and it's the cheapest model I found. You can actually get free models with OpenClaw, so you don't need to pay for one. The other option that you have as well is like you can set up different personalities and sub-agents with OpenRouter, And as long as you got your API key plugged into OpenClaw, you could use and route each of those APIs to a different provider depending on the task. So that's another option as well. But again, like you can use free APIs. I'm using free APIs today to do this. So that's basically it for using OpenClaw. I've shown you how to add more personality inside OpenClaw, the one-click prompt that makes it a lot better. Would definitely recommend setting up. I've got a full guide inside the AI Profit Boardroom, link in the comments description. If you go to the SOP update section here, we're updating this daily with new stuff. So for example, we've got the full prompt that you can copy and paste right here to make OpenClaw 100x better. We've got the full section on agent teams and how to install AMPfarms. We have the OpenClaw update from February the 9th. So every time there's a new update, even for example, like setting up Pony Alpha on OpenClaw, every time there's a new update, we update this daily with everything that I've learned. And we usually include like video tutorials, step-by-step guides, etc. on exactly what you need to know about that update. Even for example, how to use OpenClaw with Notebook. So feel free to get that link in the comments description. It comes with a 6-hour course on how to use OpenClaw 2. This is my AI automation community. And inside the AI Profit Boardroom 2, we show you 3 different ways to use OpenClaw for free, setting up the API keys for free. You can post inside the community, get any help and support whenever you need it. You can jump on the daily accountability groups if you want to stay focused and avoid shiny object syndrome. Inside the classroom here, we have all of our best trainings. So you can see, for example, how I automate X and my AI avatar videos inside this section. If you learn how to go from beginner to expert with AI in just 5 weeks, you can learn that here, including how I build AI agents in under 5 minutes. Additionally, you can learn how to get more clients with the agency course. You can watch about the coaching calls that we do 4 times a week here. And you can learn how to rank #1 with AI SEO, plus learn how to grow your own YouTube channel based on the training inside the classrooms. Feel free to get that. Link in the comments description or go to aiprofitboardroom.com. Nobody says, how do you give access to your computer to OpenClaw? So when you install it and you start asking it to, like, for example, open up the browser or check out your local files, it will ask for permissions and then you just grant it the permissions. Pretty easy to set up. Antonio says, for getting those free APIs, you need to pay some subscription. No. So like Minimax, you get 7 days free API. Olama plus Kimi K 2.5, you get free API within the token limit. And then Pony Alpha you get for free as well via OpenRouter. So all 3 of those are free. Flavin says, does Pony have vision mode? It's a good question, actually. Let me just double check on OpenRouter. I don't think it does, as far as I know. But you can see in terms of all of the apps it's been used in, OpenClaw is the #1. So OpenClaw is the one that's been used in the most. And Kimi K 2.5 is the #1 model for using with OpenClaw. A lot of people are using Trinity Large Preview as well. I've not seen that one before. When did that come out? January 27th. Damien says, I'm using 3.2 at the minute. For DeepSeek, I'm liking it so far, not as flaky as Gemini Flash. Sarah says, I have a question. I installed OpenClaw inside VPS and I want to use it. Tell me in doing something using Chrome, but the Chrome extension worked just in local. Any idea how to solve this? Yeah, so you would set up just inside the VPS instead, I guess. That's what I would do and connect it that way. Flavin says, there's so little information about it. It seems strange for it not to have it. How can we? Well, it's just come out. That's why it's a stealth model, right? So stealth models typically there's never much information about how to use them or how they work and that sort of thing. How can we test it? I've got a full guide inside the AI Profit Boardroom. So if you go inside the classroom here, SB updates, you can see a full setup guide on how to use Pony Alpha with OpenClaw, and you can see a full video tutorial on how to use it as well right here. What are your thoughts about using Gemini Flash for OpenClaw? Honestly, I wasn't really that interested in using it. I like Gemini Flash inside anti-gravity. I'm not a big fan of it inside like chatbots and stuff. Don says, we've got a ton of manual admin, emails, data entry, CRM, invoices. Can OpenClaw handle this end to end safely? I mean, like, if you're worried about safety, why are you using OpenClaw, right? That's what I would ask. And then, yeah, I mean, like, if your focus is safety, then I probably wouldn't use OpenClaw, right? I'd use something more secure that's more protected. Now, Gemini 3 Pro is good. 3 Flash gives slow progress, and under that, it crashes the system. Okay, good to know. And then Flavin says, anti-gravity has 4.6 now natively. Yeah, I've done a video on that. Can you use it with OAuth in OpenClaw? What I tend to find is, like, when you're using so when you're using anti-gravity OAuth, it tends to break pretty quickly. I had to do a complete uninstall last time I tried that. What are the best lightweight models for small agents? So, I mean, you You could use Gemma 3.4b. That's probably the easiest way. Can you try Codex 5.3? Yeah, I've tried it before. I did the OAuth with it. It was pretty good. How can it read videos to learn from your competitors? So what you can do is set up Google. It's called a Google Console, right? You get an API from Google Console, and then you can get it to scan your competitors that way as well. And then Damien says, I'm using it to set up and run a YouTube channel and makes videos using the Remotion API and does pretty much everything. It took a while to get going, but it's great now. Is Quen 3 Max thinking good via OpenRouter? I don't really like Quen models that much. Like, I like testing them, but I just don't use them day to day. I tend to find they're quite slow. Do command /collab experimental setting. Oh, no, try that. Thank you.